Today we talking about voting. Right now, the Texas runoff election is going on. Classes in session. America is a constitutional republic. America is not a democracy. A true democracy, we will have a system based on popular vote or mob rule. And do we really want a system based on that? No, sir. I will take my Bill of Rights for 1,000, please. It is said that my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Our government is based on the Constitution, just like in the kingdom of Christ, it is based on the Bible. In a republic, we vote for people to stand for our interests. People at times, they like to follow the crowd, or they vote for people just because they have a certain letter by their name. And because of this, we sometimes vote for representatives that go against our own interests. It's okay, don't worry, you're here now. Unplug from your thoughts, receive knowledge, and you will prosper. America was designed to protect the people from government tyranny. We have separation of powers. So we separate the power into 3 branches. First, we have the Congress, which makes the laws. We have the courts, which interpret the laws. And we have the executive branch, which enforce the laws. We also have a system of federalism where the national government and the state government share power. So even Trump, with his fascist tendencies, cannot dictate to New York or Texas when they're gonna open up or do anything. Corey, that's still our president. You're right, but I ain't vote for him though. But Corey, I thought you was a conservative. You're right, but that's a topic for a different day. Now, before we get to who's on the ballot, we gotta cover some boring definitions. Now, let's talk about the Congress. In the Congress, you have 2 houses that make laws. First, you have the Senate. Each state only gets 2 senators. Also, you have the House of Representatives. In the House of Representatives, the representatives are based on the population of the state. So in each state, you'll have Texas with multiple representatives, and a state like Vermont will have very few representatives. First up, we have running for United States Senator, Mrs. Higger versus Mr. West. So, one important thing to remember, when we vote for people, we need to know their policies, okay? So, major policies. In the Democratic Party, a lot of them, they have the same exact policies. So, healthcare, they want more healthcare, more access, usually Medicare for all. Women's rights, they talk about abortion. They want gun control. Immigration, they want more immigration. Jobs, they talk about, okay, a lot of them want $15 an hour, a living wage. Education, okay, they talking about supporting public schools, more funding for schools. Climate change, that's a big thing for Democrats. Next is LGBT plus. What did the plus come from? Okay, next topic. So, last one is criminal justice reform. You know, that's a big topic right now with the police brutality going on. It's a big topic right now. So that's what things they have in common. What they separate is, Mary, she talks about veterans and military. And also, she wants to focus more on getting vocational schools. And I agree with her right there. We need more vocational training. Everybody is not supposed to go to college. College is not for everybody. So we need more vocational training. Where Mr. West differs, he wants free community college for low-income kids. So let's look at their pros. Mary, she is a veteran. She wants more vocational school. She is the anti-establishment candidate, and she gets some diversity points because she's a woman. Now, where Mr. West pros are, he actually has experience, and he gets diversity points as well because he's a black man. next we have running for the United States representative, we have Siegel versus Gundy. So they both have the typical Democratic positions. So where they differ at, Siegel, he wants housing for all, universal broadband and internet, college for all, the Green New Deal. Sounds a lot like socialism, but I digress. Where Gandhi differs, he's against legalized corruption. I guess that's the same thing as getting money out of politics. And he's against the rising nationalist agenda, like Trump. He's very nationalist, very America first. He wants to put forth a pandemic preparation plan, and he wants to support our veterans. So you have the progressive, which is Siegel, and you have the moderate, which is Gundy. Next up, we have the race for the Texas Railroad Commissioner between Alonzo and Castaneda. So it's definition time. The Texas Railroad Commission is a state executive organization. Despite its name, it does not regulate railroads. It actually oversees the oil and gas industry, pipeline safety, coal and uranium mining, etc. Now we're gonna go to Alonzo. And Alonzo's website was very straight to the point. He wants public safety. He wants the pipelines to be properly regulated. And he wants our water to be drinkable and our air to be breathable. Very straight to the point. Now for Miss Krista, her website was very informative. So she wants the commission to be renamed, which is obviously a good idea. Also, she wants to add more focus on renewable energy. She wants to limit methane leaks, and during different processes, she want to be able to reuse water. She's worried about climate change. Now, running for Texas State Board of Education, we have McLeo versus Palmer. Now, this representative will be involved in the law and policy making process that will be ultimately followed by the school. So parents, please pay attention to this race. So first we have McLeo. So she believes that education is a civil right. Regardless of where you're from, what your gender is, what amount of money your parents have, we all should get the same education. I agree with that. Also, she says businesses should have opportunities to partner with local schools and school communities. Okay. Also, she went to TSU and she's a Christian. I just want to put that note in there. Now, let's move on to Palmer. So, Palmer, she wants rape culture to be taught in health class. Also, in U.S. history, she don't want U.S. history to be watered down. She wants to remove conservative influence from the U.S. history. In science, she wants to include climate change. Special notes here. She supports LGBT plus rights and her religion. She's a humanist. Never heard of that. She's a humanist. She's a teacher. And the pros, she has a website and she is also endorsed. Let's move on. Now for Texas State Representative, we have Basie versus Poole. Now, Basie, she wants a public option for Medicare. So if you want Medicare, you can take the option. She wants a living wage. They consider $15 to be minimum living wage. She's worried about climate change and she wants to tackle criminal justice. She wants criminal justice reform. Wants to tackle flooding. We all know in Texas, especially in Houston and some of these other cities, it floods real bad during hurricanes. The pros with her, she has a website and she get diversity points. Everybody probably thinking about, why I keep on talking about diversity? Well, Democrats, they care a lot about diversity. So she gets diversity points for being a black woman. So, Miss Poole, I can't say anything about Poole at all because she didn't have a website. So I don't know her views. So, hey, it is what it is.